All righty. Good morning, everybody. Alan Cashman here with the Cashman's Playbook for Saturday, February 25th. We're 10-3 in college basketball on the show. So far this season, we're going to have 3 games to go over today in 10 minutes or less. But first, if you want to become a Picks member in time for March Madness and the upcoming baseball season, which I love to bet, I love baseball, you can get all sports, 2 years, $79, or 1 year, $52, which is just $1 a week. Go to TheCashmanwins.com. Several options there for $1 a week or less. You get all sports, everything that I send out. You'll have all access to the picks and computer projections. And then also follow me on Twitter at TheCashmanWins. I put out a lot of information on there as well during the day as I'm going over research. So 2 good places to visit, TheCashmanwins.com. And like I said, follow me if you would on Twitter at TheCashmanWins. Little late today getting started. I had a couple phone calls from people that normally don't call me on Saturdays because they know not to bother me, and I guess they forgot. So I thought they were emergencies and got a little distracted here. But we're ready to go here. I'm going to have 3 games. One of them is a late ad as we got some line movement that I was not expecting. We lost it last night. I didn't think we'd get it back, so I don't have as many notes on it, but I'll get it out to you here in just a second. But the first game, one of the first games I went over last night looking at today's card, TCU at Texas Tech, which is a 12 o'clock tip-off. I'm going to take Texas Tech minus 130. They're minus 1.5, minus 2 against the spread at home today. TCU coming in here 3-6 on the road this season. They're 7-8 in the Big 12 conference. Texas Tech just 5-12 in conference play themselves, but playing a little bit better recently. The home team in this matchup has won 8 of the last 9 meetings. TCU coming in 4 straight losses on the road since they won at Kansas a couple weeks back. Texas Tech comes in 4 straight wins, including back-to-back road wins at Oklahoma and West Virginia. And then the Red Raiders, they got 5 players who average 11 points a game or better. So a balanced team. The home wins for Texas Tech over Texas, Kansas State, and Iowa State recently. And then TCU 1-5 against the spread their last 6 games versus a team with a winning record. Texas Tech, they're actually 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 overall. And the Red Raiders are 7-1-1 against the spread in their last 9 games following a straight-up win. So they've not had big letdowns after winning games. They follow up wins with wins. They don't have letdown spots. That's a good sign lately for them. And I think Texas Tech, really, they're just playing the better ball right now. They got off to a slow start this season. They were not as good defensively to start as they have been in past years. But now they're playing better, and it's kind of reflective of their defense. The last 5 games, Texas Tech's holding opponents to under 39 or to 39.6% shooting. So that's a recipe for success. I think the Red Raiders are playing the better ball today. I like them on the money line at home. So we'll take Texas Tech minus 130 at home today over TCU. Now, second game, everyone wants to. Most of us, or a lot of us, we're in Indiana, located in Indiana. We're Indiana or Purdue fans, most of us. So Indiana at Purdue to get today. I think 7 o'clock tip-off tonight. Looking at this game, Purdue minus 7, minus 7.5 last night. Now I'm seeing this morning Purdue at minus 6.5. The more this comes down, the more I like Purdue here. I just don't trust Indiana right now on the road. I love Hood Schifino at guard for him. I think he's going to be one of the better players that IU has produced if he stays long enough. But the kid, he's shooting just 41%. He's putting up a lot of shots here. I don't think he's ever going to be Steph Curry shooting the ball, but he's going to be a volume shooter. But 41% with the number of shots he's taken right now, we got to have more there. And I think Indiana right now is missing Xavier Johnson. As much as I've said about the dumb things he's done, and he's been very frustrating at times, I think IU's missing that guard play right now from Xavier Johnson. You know, I thought Bates for the Hoosiers could step up and be a big contributor this season. I thought he was a really good shooter. I think he is, but it's not happening right now. You know, he scored 17 points in late January against Michigan State in Bloomington, and that was January, I think January 17th or January 22nd. But anyway, we're 5 or 6 weeks later. Bates has scored 22 points total in 9 games since that Michigan State game. So they really need another guard to knock a shot down. Galloway can do it. Miller Kopp playing on the corner in the wing. He's doing a lot better. He's shooting close to 50%. I've been down on him the last 2 seasons, but he's really stepped up. they're going to need something there because they're just not getting enough shooting from their team. IU got out rebounded by double digits in the win at Assembly Hall. I don't know if they can cover this today if that happens. Most of that is because of Zach Edey. Only one other player had more than 6 points in the first meeting. Edey had 33. So IU really has to make sure no other player steps up and has a big game besides Edey. You're not going to be able to stop Edey. He's hard to stop. So you got to stop everyone else. No play on the spread here. Like I said, I would lean Purdue at -6 if it gets there to 6.5. They play well at home. They usually cover 6.5. They usually win by double digits when they're at home. Maryland was the last team that really gave them a good game, and Maryland was going pretty good at the time. So no play on the game as far as the spread goes, but I would lean Purdue -6, and I'll watch this and see where it ends up before tip-off. So that will carry us into our money line parlay that we're going to do each week. I think we're 3-0 or 4-0 on these. I'm not positive. I don't know if we've lost one. I think we're 3-0 or 4-0. But we got a 3-teamer today. My goal is to get this. When I do a parlay, I try to keep it no more than 3 teams on the money line usually, and try to get as close to even money as we can get. So I'm going to take home teams today. I'm going to take Arizona. They're hosting Arizona State. Arizona playing really well. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take Kansas. They're hosting West Virginia. West Virginia does not play well on the road. They have not played well historically in Kansas, and Kansas is going really good right now as they're gearing up for the tournament. Kansas is going to be hard to stop. And then I'm going to take Purdue on the money line hosting Indiana today. Purdue's just tough at home. I don't trust Indiana on the road right now. Indiana is due for a big road performance, but I just don't trust them right now in what I've seen. So I'm going to take Purdue on the money line as well. So Arizona, Kansas, Purdue on the money line, 3-team parlay. You can get this between -115 and -120, depending on your book. And then the late ad that I spoke about, I didn't really have any notes on it because I took it off last night. I didn't think we were going to get the line back, but Gardner-Webb at South Carolina Upstate. It's a game I know all of you are dying to watch. 2 p.m. tip-off. Conference opponents, Gardner-Webb 10-7 in conference. South Carolina Upstate 9-8. You got a South Carolina Upstate team that's 10-2 at home. They're 3-point underdogs. Gardner-Webb 6-9 on the road. And look at these teams in the last 5. Really looking at Gardner-Webb, they've lost 3 straight games. They lost at home twice. They've lost by 12 to Longwood. They lost at home by 8 to Winthrop, and then they lost on the road by 12 at UNC Asheville. So they're not playing very well right now. They're 0-4 their last 4 against the spread. South Carolina Upstate, they've won 5 of 6. The one loss is a road loss at High Point, but they're coming off a road win at Presbyterian, and then they've won at home against Longwood by 5, Charleston Southern by 17, UNC Asheville by 6. So they're playing very well right now, and I think as a home dog, I think this actually moved to 1.5 last night. So I thought Gardner-Webb might end up getting bet I thought SC Upstate was going to actually get bet to a favorite here, but back to 3. So makes me think that maybe we're right about this one here. So I would take South Carolina Upstate +3 hosting Gardner-Webb today. That'll be the final play for today. So we'll go back over the first game. We're taking Texas Tech on the money line hosting TCU. We're going to do a 3-team parlay. We're taking Arizona hosting Arizona State. We're going to take Kansas, who's hosting West Virginia, and then we're going to take Purdue, who's hosting IU. All 3 of the home teams there, around -15 to -120. And then, like I said, the late ad, we're going to take South Carolina Upstate +3 hosting Gardner-Webb. And that'll be the 3 plays for today. So again, go to TheCashmanwins.com. You can get a lifetime pass right now for $159. That's normally $399. You can get all picks for 1 year, $52. You can get 2 years for $79. And you can get the rest of the college basketball season, which includes March Madness, plus the entire Major League Baseball season, including Major League Baseball futures bets for just $40. All of that at TheCashmanwins.com. 10-3 on the show so far this year. We're hoping we're going to improve that today. Good luck to all of you. I'm going to actually sit back and just kind of take a break until I'm not going to watch a lot of games until Purdue and Indiana. My brain needs a little bit of a break from all this. So I'm going to take a break, and then I'll be probably live tweeting tonight around 7 o'clock when Purdue and Indiana take the court. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day.